Hello, my name's Caesar Pink. Welcome to my studio, and thank you for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe if you can. All the proceeds from this channel are donated to a 501c3 nonprofit charity. That's the Arete Living Arts Foundation. Arete supports struggling artists and funds art projects of all kinds. Today we're going to look at one of the last videos made by David Bowie. It's called Lazarus. A little bit about David Bowie, if you don't know. He's an English artist who came out in the mid-1960s. I believe his first hit was in 1968 with a song about an astronaut who was lost in space. It was released around the time of the first moon landing. In the early 70s, he was one of the people who founded and popularized glam rock. He is also known for being a gender bender and one of the first openly bisexual rock stars. Throughout the 70s, he released albums in many different genres and many different styles. He's always exploring, always innovative, and right up through the 90s and 2000s, he continued to create great music. People didn't really know about his health problems, but he had gotten cancer and knew he didn't have much time left. And he created a final album and a couple final music videos, as well as an off-Broadway play called Lazarus, which is the same title as his song. He died in 2016, and but let's just watch the video some and go from there. 1, 2, 3.
Look up here, I'm in heaven. I've got scars that can't be seen. I've got drama, can't be stolen. Everybody knows me now.
Going to stop the video. Boy, it's very powerful stuff. For anybody who doesn't know, Lazarus is a character from the Christian New Testament, and he was a man who Christ raised from the dead. According to producer Tony Visconti, the name Lazarus refers to Bowie's prediction that he would become more famous after his death, which of course turned out to be true. Another interesting thing is that throughout his career, Bowie often adopted personas, and he had retired for about 7 years. And I remember reading a book, and the writer of the book said he didn't believe Bowie would ever come out of retirement because it would be too much to create a new persona. Which on one hand I thought, well, he doesn't need to create a new persona if he doesn't want to. He's done plenty of albums that did not have a persona. But in these final 2 videos, there does appear to be a persona. People call him the Scarecrow. I'm not sure if that's a name or a term that Bowie himself ever used, but another odd thing I noticed in the video is, we'll replay it a little bit, but there seems to be a hand coming up from under the bed reaching for Bowie. Again, I don't know what that refers to or what it means, but here we go.
Look up here, man, I'm in danger. I've got nothing left to lose. I'm so high it makes my brain whirl. Drop my cell phone down below. Ain't that just like me?
As you can see, it's a very intense and moving video. Well, there's a lot of things going on in it. Obviously, you could see that his body was floating above the bed. And then he comes out of the bureau, and he's wearing a costume from earlier in his career. I can't remember what period that costume was from. And then at the end of the video, he goes back into the bureau, looking a bit like a coffin. Now, when I first heard this, before he had even died, I was really surprised that musically it had a completely new sound. I think a lot of that has to do with the band that he chose. It's a modern jazz band led by saxophonist Donnie McCaslin, a great artist in his own right. But that group gives it a sort of floating liquid feeling. The song itself is very eerie. Let's look at the lyrics some. It starts off, look up here, I'm in heaven. I've got scars that can't be seen. I've got drama, can't be stolen. Everybody knows me now. I wonder what that means. I've got scars that can't be seen. Does that refer to surgeries, internal scars? I've got drama, can't be stolen. Does that refer to his life? Does that refer to the struggle of dealing with cancer? The second verse, look up here, man, I'm in danger. I've got nothing left to lose. I'm so high it makes my brain whirl. Drop my cell phone down below. Ain't that just like me? There's a lot interesting in these words. I'm so high it makes my brain whirl. Perhaps that's due to drugs he's taking for his cancer. Drop my cell phone down below. Ain't that just like me? I think that line is interesting because it becomes so human. And ain't it just like me? It's like something he might say to his wife or somebody who knows all of his limitations, his faults. It's not something you would say to the world of fans who just see you through the art. It's something very human. On the bridge he says, by the time I got to New York, I was living like a king. Then I used up all my money. I was looking for your ass. That last line, I have no idea what that means. But by the time I got to New York, I was living like a king. Now, when Bowie started getting popular, he had a manager named Tony DeFries, and he had a theory that even though Bowie wasn't a star, he should make him look like a star. So this manager was borrowing money from the record company and paying for limousines and staff and security guards, all those things to make Bowie look and feel like a star. But then in the mid-70s, when Bowie moved to New York, he realized the manager was not being honest with him, and he tried to break with the manager. And after it went to court, he found out not only did he have to keep paying the manager for years to come, he also had to keep paying back the money that the manager had borrowed. So there was a period where his financial situation was very stark, even though he was a big star. The third verse is, this way or no way, you know I'll be free. Just like that bluebird now, ain't that just like me? Oh, I'll be free, just like that bluebird. Oh, I'll be free, ain't that just like me? Now, one of the images in this video that really moves me is when he's at a table writing, and then he puts his fingers in his mouth, and he's deep in thought and almost afraid or panicked. And by the end of it, he's writing and writing, so much so that he's writing, the paper is off the table, and he's still writing on the side of the table. And Bowie had quit performing for 7 years before his death. But then in the last 2 years, he came back and did 2 albums. And what that image reminds me of is an artist who knows he doesn't have much time, but he has so much he wants to say yet, so much that he's just writing frantically, writing right off the table, right off the paper. I find this video very emotional and very moving. And sometimes for an artist, writing about your life is a way of controlling your experiences and having sort of the final say. And Bowie was very much an artist to the very end. And if you haven't heard it, check out his Black Star album. It's really incredible. One more thing I want to check out is the music in this. Most of it's pretty simple, just going between an A minor and an F. But what I find is interesting is the bridge. This one says C, E flat, G, and F sharp. Those are strange chords, but what's interesting is I looked at 5 different websites with chords for this song, and every website had different chords for that bridge. None of them matched up. It's very interesting. So I don't really know which one contains the right chords, but it must be hard for people to figure it out and transcribe it. Okay, thank you for visiting my site. Like and subscribe if you can, and please check out Bowie's Black Star album.